Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel once again. My name is XJDBaku15, and today I would like to share with you guys another, not as large, quite smallish, Barnes & Noble's manga haul that I did today. And today, while at work, I just had a good amount of time off to kind of fuck off, and I was able to go to Barnes & Noble's, see what they had going on over there, and make a couple purchases, some of which I'm very happy of and very proud of. So I wanted to spend some time showing you guys what we found today, and kind of my thoughts and opinions on what we got going on here, and perhaps some more insight on a couple other things I've gotten over the past couple weeks, because it's been a while since the last Barnes & Noble video that I did, but also I have a whole other actual Barnes & Noble's video that I need to upload. I've just been behind on a lot of content lately. I'm gonna try to get it uploaded soon. It's hard when I work late into the afternoon/evening. I feel like I don't want to post a YouTube video then, because the algorithm might be fucky and not give it the views it deserves. So we've been kind of doing that, dealing with that, and I've uploaded all the Mario and Luigi Brothership videos that I've recorded so far. Hopefully the future ones are better. These ones, I don't care about how they perform, because the audio fucked up in it. So I'm hoping that in the future videos they're a little bit better. So yeah, we got Tower Fantasy videos coming up real soon, and I got Marvel vs. Capcom videos to edit and stuff. So hopefully I can find time this weekend to edit those and upload some stuff. I don't like uploading on the weekends either, so that's another hard thing I gotta worry about. But aside from that, we're here to talk about books. And I got a few of them, not a whole lot. Like I said, it was not a big haul. Decent enough for one paper bag size. This is how big the bag was, so you know, it's not the biggest haul ever, but we did get a lot of good stuff. It's stuff that I was happy that they replenished onto the shelves. So let's get started with it, with the very first thing that we got. Starting off with Saigami by Seni-chan. This is a product of Saturday AM. It was published by Saturday AM, you know, that American diverse manga publisher group. I've heard of this story for a while. Seni and White Manga are basically the two most popular people part of Saturday AM, and they basically carry the brand by themselves. I don't know if Seni is still part of Saturday AM or still writing the story. I don't know about that, but I was just surprised to find this at Barnes & Noble, basically, because I found Apple Black there as well, which I was happy to because I wanted to read that story and support that author, because I do fuck with him. I like White Manga a lot. I like his art styles, I like his writing style, and I like his tips and tricks on YouTube as well in terms of writing and drawing and stuff. So I respect him, and I wanted to throw some fame at Saigami and Seni-chan as well. I'm very excited to read this. This is the only volume I was able to find there. I normally don't get more than one volume of something unless well, I normally don't get one volume of something unless there's more of it and stuff, but there was only one there, so I was like, you know, fuck it. No one else is gonna grab it, so I might as well. So yeah, I'm really interested to read this. I don't know a lot about the story, but it says back here, Saigami, a troubled girl's life changes when she ends up in a fantasy world with dragons, curious characters, and her own emerging ability to control flames. So basically a normal girl, I think, gets transported to a fantasy world, and there are other characters that also have powers and stuff too. So we're gonna watch her kind of explore that world and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. It looks like it has a good amount of content in it, so I'm very happy for that. And yeah, I'm just excited to see where this goes. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if she's still writing it. I know she got decently far in it, but I don't know if she's still continuing it, because I know she's not part of Saturday AM anymore. But still, I decided to throw her a bone, give her a shot, because, you know, I've heard about her for a long time. And obviously, you know, we start with the Apple Black as well, so I want to read Saigami and see how I respond to this book. So, you know, W there. Very happy to have gotten that. So that's Saigami. Very excited to read that. The next set of books I wanted to show you guys is Puella Magi, Madoka Magica 1, 2, and 3 of the Wraith arc, which I think covers maybe the first, you know, season of the anime that they adapted. I'm not entirely sure. I just know that I see Sayaka. No, it's not Sayaka. This is what's my girl name? He told me. I think her name's He told me. I forget. My girl with the black hair. The basically the main character. Oh, it's Hamura. My bad. Sorry. It's Hamura. Yeah. Basically, you know, all I know about Madoka Magica is the first kind of animation on it for on like Netflix and shit like that. I watched that such a long time ago. Still one of my favorite animes I ever watched and stuff. Madoka Magica is a super classic, and I'm glad I found these because they were here for a while at the Barnes and Nobles, but some weirdo bought the second volume and only that, and then let the 1 and 3 just on the shelf. So I'm glad that they restocked this. I actually asked a girl who works there how often they restock their shelves and what they look for to do so, and they say that they restock everything that they have that they know is bought basically. So like they kind of have the same kind of selection. And they'll keep that selection filled for as long as it's basically relevant, I guess, which makes sense. So yeah, got Madoka Magica. Very excited to read this. You know, I want more Madoka Magica content. I know there's plenty of it out there that I haven't seen yet, but you know, what best place to start than actually reading it and not just watching, you know, the 24 episode anime, which is still highly recommended. It was a great story. I loved it. Damn near cried and shit. But fucking, I'm really excited to read this, and I really can't wait to get more into it. If you guys don't know, the story of Madoka Magica is about a group of girls who basically, I don't want to say they're tricked into becoming magical girls, but basically they make an agreement with this magical creature to become magical girls and stuff. And it's like Sailor Moon, but like, you know, Faustian bargain type shit. Dark, not as, you know, heartful and cheery as Sailor Moon, not at all. And Sailor Moon is a powerful emotional show, but this is like that turned up to like 1,000 and stuff. So very happy to have gotten this. Can't wait to read all 3 of these. And this is what I mean before, like I wouldn't normally get something if it was only one of it, you feel me? So I'm glad there's all 3 of them, and maybe I can get more in the future. I don't know how far it covers specifically in terms of like the anime or whatever, or if it even covers anything in the anime. I think the Wraith arc is the anime that I'm thinking about, but it could be anything because I know there's a lot of Madoka Magica content out there. Like I think there's more main characters than just Madoka, you know. But still, I'm very excited to read this, and I cannot wait to see where this goes. Okay, it says Volume 3 is the final, so this is probably, yeah, covering, you know, the anime, basically. But still, I want more Madoka Magica content, man. I just, I always liked the anime. One of my boys in the Air Force recommended it to me, and I watched it, I loved it, and I was like, okay, that was awesome. I need more. And I've seen other Madoka Magica books out in the wild and stuff like that, but I didn't know where they were in terms of the universe, or like they're before or after or what, so I didn't grab them. I should have, but I didn't. And like now I'm like, all right, I need to figure out the roadmap basically of Madoka Magica. So yeah, cannot wait to read this. Bound by the promise of a wish granted, magical girls are charged with battling the raids that move unseen through the masses of Mita Kihara and devour the passions of their human prey. Mami, Kyoko, and Sayaka are one mind when it comes to fighting these entities, but the task is hindered by squabbles within the group. Mami fears Sayaka and Kyoko will never see eye to eye, even as a giant wraith unlikely any they've ever fought threatens to make a feast of them all. So yeah, I am very excited to read this. This is literally like in my top 10 animes. And yeah, now I got the first 3 of the Wraith arc, and I cannot wait to see if I can find more of it, read more of it, and just get more deep into the universe. Madoka Magica, the Wraith arc, all 3 volumes, massive W. And now, the next set of books I want to show you guys real quick is a series of light novels that I am so happy I found. I can't tell you how I audibly gasped when I found it. I forgot what the story was named, but I just remember the cover and the art in it, and I was like, okay, this looks cool, and I like kind of put it in the back of my head. to wait for it to release. I didn't know it was either a manga or a light novel, but it's obviously a light novel now that I have it. And I was like aghast when I found it because I don't know why I reached out to grab it, because obviously, you know, you see the books and stuff, but like the cover wasn't facing me, so I grabbed it to grab it. Like, what is this? And then I saw the cover, like, this is the book. I was like, holy shit! So that book is Sentenced to Be a Hero by Rocket Shokai and illustrated by Mephisto. Sentenced to Be a Hero: The Prison Records of Penal Hero Unit 9004. So yeah, this is Sentenced to Be a Hero. This art on the cover looks peak for starters, and all 3 volumes were there at Barnes and Nobles, or the however many volumes there are. There's 3 in my hand right now. That's what I grabbed. Like I said, when I grabbed this book, I didn't know I was grabbing when I reached for it. But when I saw the cover, I literally gasped like, I was like, this is the book. I was like, dude. I remember seeing this cover on Twitter, and like, I was like, okay, that looks cool. But I forgot what the name was, and then like, you know, I just kind of like knew I was gonna read it one day. But seeing it at the Barnes and Nobles was like, oh my god, I had a hope that no one bought it at all for a week and shit. So I pulled the trigger today, and yeah, now I got it. Sentenced to Be a Hero. They're light novels, so I'm not expecting a bunch of pictures or anything, but still, I'm very excited to read this. I'm not sure what the story is about. I'll read the back of one of them, the first one, in just a second. But this girl looks awesome. You know I love girls with swords and fucking military gear and shit. So yeah, very excited to read this. Yeah, no, like I said, I was so happy I found this book because, like I said, I knew it existed. I just didn't know where it was. Don't know what happened to the cover there. That's kind of cringe and annoying. I know I didn't do that. I don't think. Anyways, Sentenced to Be a Hero. The synopsis is: no one wants to be a hero. Heroism, a punishment for only the worst criminals. Those sentenced to the fate of a hero are forced to fight on the front lines against deadly centers of contagion that rot the land and turns creatures into roving armies of violent beasts. And if a hero dies, their only reward is being brought back to life so they can continue their never-ending battle. But when Xylo Forbats, a member of the Penal Hero Unit 9004, and a convicted goddess killer come face to face with a new goddess, the pact they forge might just be enough to change the world. So that sounds awesome. You know, we got the black main character with his pale, white-skinned, ivory, cunny, lolly wife, who I think is the goddess. Like, that's all you had to show me to be like, okay, I'm sold and shit. So, like, yeah, bro. Very happy that I found this. And I cannot wait to read this. Yeah, just definitely cannot wait. This is gonna be such a good read, and like I said, I couldn't believe when I found it. Like, I don't know what drew me to grab it off the shelf, but when I saw the cover, I was like, oh my god, this is the book I was like, you know, looking forward to for such a long time and shit. So, Sentenced to Be a Hero, all 3 volumes. Like, I hope there's more. I had no idea how far along this author is in the story, but I hope there's more of it. And I hope that he is continuing to cook, because I am very looking forward to this. Definitely expect a review of these 3 books, like, on this channel eventually. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna read these books as soon as I can, and I'm very excited to do that. Okay, what else do we got? Second to last. All right, we got a couple things I want to show you before we end it. The next book I want to show you guys is The Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Ages and the Oracle of Seasons manga edition. Legendary edition at that, you feel me? So this has been at Barnes & Nobles for a while now, and I've decided to pull the trigger on it because not only is this one of my favorite Zelda games, I'm pretty sure I don't own this one. Like, I got Ocarina of Time, and which one else did I get? I don't know if I have any Twilight Princess, but I know I have Ocarina of Time for the most part. And yeah, there was 2 of these. First, there was only one of them for the longest time, so like, okay, maybe I'll grab that, but maybe I won't. I'm not sure if I want to pull the trigger yet. Then there was 2 of them, so like, okay, I'll grab one now and shit for sure. So, Oracle Ages was like one of the first Zelda games I ever played, aside from like Ocarina of Time and shit on the Game Boy Color and shit. This game is very special to me. I love it so much. It's such a good game, and like, I have so many childhood memories playing it, so I can't wait to read it and see what the manga's like. It's described as this: Link's adventures across Hyrule introduce him to two powerful allies, the Oracle of Seasons and the Oracle of Ages, and pit him against a pair of nefarious villains, General Onox and the Sorceress of Shadows. Her name's Varan, but it doesn't say it here. To win the day, he must journey from winter to summer and beyond the Veil of Time itself. So, if you don't know the plot of Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, basically there are two Game Boy Advance games that are basically interconnected. Like, back in the day, you can connect them with your Game Boy connector and trade information with them and stuff. And in Seasons, you control the seasons to move through fall, spring, summer, winter, and all that shit. And you can control the map and the environment by doing that and get access to different areas. Seasons is very combat based, and Oracle Ages is very puzzle based. So in Ages, you go back and forth between time to access the dungeons and stuff, and to progress the story and stuff like that. And it's such a good game. They're both great games. I'm pretty sure I have both of them on my Switch. I haven't played them yet because I haven't been to my Zelda kick yet. I plan on getting back into Zelda, but I know when I played those games, I'm definitely gonna be reading this. It's a big chonker book. It looks gorgeous. I love the burgundy. Like, that's a choice, you know? So yeah, and you even have Nehru and her guardian. What's her guardian's name? I forget his name, but he's basically, you know, your partner slash kind of like rival in Ages and stuff. He doesn't get in your way or anything, but like, you know, he's always like showing up. He's like, "Hey Link, I just did this." Not relevant to the story. Ran off while you're just completing a dungeon and fought a boss and shit. It's like, okay, bro, we'll see you later. But he's still cool. He's the homie. And yeah, Oracle Ages, Oracle Seasons Manga Edition. Very happy to read this. And yeah, cannot wait. Cannot wait for that. Alright, couple last things I want to show you guys. This is the biggest one. Now, as you guys know, I showed you guys in the past. You can probably see it in the behind me. Oh, yep, it's back there, right next to Makoto Misaka. We got Scientific Railgun Volume 1 manga back there. And just beneath it, we have Certain Magical Index, New Testament 1, 2, and 3 back there. And thank God for Barnes & Nobles, because they just restocked, or they added to their stock, Volume 4 of New Testament, which I'm very happy to have obtained, because I saw it, my heart jumped and skipped a beat. I was like, I need to get this before anyone else does. Luckily, I'm the only person in the world that knows about this story that's not on the internet, so I was able to get it before anyone else did. And I'm very happy, because it was literally only those three back there on the shelves for the longest time, and after I bought them, they replenished those, and that was it. I was like, okay, well, whatever. But then they got 4, and I was like, oh my god, they added 4. So like, literally, I was like, thank you very much. So I had to get it, and I'm very excited to read this. You know, I'm really jumping around in the scientific magical index universe and shit. New Testament, I'm sure is way farther ahead than what I'm supposed to read. It's not Genesis Testament at all, but it's New Testament. So I'm pretty sure it's whatever's happening after the anime, which the anime everybody says was like, okay, they bobbled it all over the place. So it doesn't matter. But I need to read, you know, the original story physically, and then basically read these, because this is like basically the second season or the second saga of the original story. So before I can read these, I need to read that. But I'm glad I have it anyways, because like I said, I love this franchise. I love this verse. I love the characters. This is literally my 3rd favorite anime franchise and 2nd favorite verse, like without a fucking doubt. So yeah, I'm so glad I got this. And I don't even know the characters on the fucking, I don't even know these characters and shit, but I'm just happy to have it and shit. You feel me? Like, yeah, no, I'm very happy to read this. And I cannot wait to get into more Magical Index. Okay, like, this is my story. You know, I now have all 4 of them back there, so very happy to finally continue my collection of this. You know, and they have, like I said, they have Railgun and stuff over there in Barnes & Nobles, but it's like Manga Volume 16 and 17, and then Volume 3 of Astral Buddy. So I'm like, okay, I can't read those. Like, that's not only is that way far ahead of where I belong in the story, it's also like I need everything else. Like, so I'm hoping one day I can find like a box set. That would be amazing as shit. They have a One Piece and Dragon Ball Z box set there as well. I don't know how expensive those shits are, but I might get those because for One Piece, it's the East Blue all the way through Alabasta, and then they have another box set of Skypiea all the way through Water 7. So I'm like, okay, like not only are you covering my favorite parts of the series basically, but like they're two big boxes. So I'm like, okay, I might have to cop those. Hopefully no one grabs those before I do, but I'm like, all right, we'll see. And they got Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z in its entirety, which I'm like, okay, I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball fan, I'll admit it, but hey, I'll get the manga in respect to Akira Toriyama and actually read the manga and stuff, which is something a lot of people don't fucking do. Half Dragon Ball fans don't read Dragon Ball, and the other half don't even know what Z's about and shit. They just like the fights and shit. So I might get that. And fucking yeah, but right now we're focusing on Magical Index. I got the first 4 volumes of New Testament, so I'm extremely excited for this. I'm very excited to read this. Like I said, favorite like story, favorite manga, favorite verse. I love this. I love this world. I really do. So hopefully I can do that, and hopefully I can get more Railgun content, because like I said, it was only the first 3 for a while, and now I got 4, which I'm very happy for. And they just announced actually Scientific Railgun Season 4, which I'm very happy for. I don't know what it's supposed to cover in terms of the manga or whatnot, but hey, more Railgun content the better, especially Railgun. Like Index, obviously we fuck with the homie Toma Kamijo, but I love Railgun a little bit more. So yeah, very happy to have gotten these, and that's basically it for my haul. But I also really quickly want to show you the last thing that I got this a little bit ago, but I want to show you that I got it because it eluded me for such a long time, and I know I mentioned it on stream and on YouTube in the last couple of Barnes & Noble videos. But I wanted to show you guys I got it. I just gotta move my princess a little out of the way. So looks like she got some dust attached. How'd she get that dust there? A little dust strand. I want to show you guys real quick that I got finally. I mean, look, I don't understand how this keeps happening. I know I'm not the only fan of her in the world. I know there's probably more fans of her out there, but I'm like, how is it that of all the other ones in the series, this one specifically is always gone? You feel me? And then still, by the way, the bigger version of this is still has not been replenished. Like I asked the girl, how do they replenish it? They have not replenished that one specifically. They still got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for the big version and the small version, but not 4, which I'm like, okay, like when are we gonna get 4 back? But finally, they replenished 4 of this small version, which I'm very happy for. So now I can give you the context of it. I finally got Sailor Moon Volume 4 with Jupiter on it, and I'm very happy. This is the small version, obviously. It's not the big mega version, but still, we got it, and I'm very happy because I can use it for my Sailor Jupiter Shrine that I'm working on. They still hadn't... They quickly replenished this version after I bought this, so they're paying attention. They got 4 again, which I'm happy for, because when this came back on the shelves, I'm pretty sure I bought it frame 1. Like, without doubt, I bought it frame 1 when I saw it. Like, this isn't getting away from me again. And as soon as I did, they replenished it on the shelf. So, okay, that's good. But hopefully, there's a bigger version that's even more beautiful than this version. That has not been replenished yet. But still, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. All the other Sailor Scouts, but not Jupiter. So, alright, when are they going to replace that one? Like, come on, guys. And I'm not sure if this is the original art version for this volume specifically, so I want to look it up and maybe get that as well. So yeah, any Jupiter, I get it. All right, like I got Jupiter stuff all around me. Okay, like Jupiter's my favorite Sailor Scout. I got this little acrylic keychain of Jupiter. It's technically a keychain, but it's more of a standee. I got a small little Jupiter. I bought this also at Barnes & Noble. I got this small little Jupiter right here, because I love Jupiter, and then I got my my tall one, or slightly taller one, right here as well. I'm not gonna move too much, but yeah, this is my girl Jupiter, right? So like I said, I'm working on the shrine, bro. I want to get the original manga edition of this. I'm pretty sure it's not the same exact art style by Naoko Takeuchi, but you know, I want to get the one that originally came out prior to this one, and then there's the big silver book that I want as well. I need more space for it, but still, I want it, and the fact that I'm having a hard time finding it is tilting me. So yeah, Sailor Moon 4, very happy to have gotten it, and hopefully I can get the big silver edition as well, because that one looked beautiful too. I wish I got it when I did, but now it's gone, and they're taking forever to replenish it. I might ask them if I can kind of special order it, and they can get it for me, but we shall see. It may happen, it may not. I don't like to special order stuff, because I would do that with almost everything already. I like to find stuff out in the wild and stuff, you feel me? So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If I have the extra cash to blow, then maybe I will spend for it. But I normally don't do that. Okay, I like it to be genuine. Okay, like a match made in heaven. You feel me? Like with, for example, Sentenced to Be a Hero, which, like I said, knew about this existing for such a long time, but fucking like, I didn't know that. I forgot the name of it, right? And I didn't know the author. I just remember the cover, and like I said, I recognized the cover of frame one because I looked at it and I was like, "This is the story. This is the book." And I grabbed it. I was like, "Yes, this is what I'm gonna. Yes, this is the one." So yeah, dude, I'm very happy for that. And yeah, like I said, like it's match made in heaven, bro. Match made in heaven. So with all that being said, like I said, short Barnes & Noble haul, not anything major. All these books cost me, let's see what my receipts say. I like even the receipts for the most part. $127.28, which isn't bad at all, I had like a $5 reward, so I used it. And yeah, very, very happy, very, very successful book haul, in my opinion. And I did it because basically I'm getting a haircut real soon, so watch out for new fresh content real soon. I haven't really been recording because I need to get a haircut. And then what else? I'm getting paid real soon, so hopefully that hits nice. I got a couple bills to pay soon, but there's nothing, ain't no problems there. I've been working long hours, so hopefully it's a long paycheck. You feel me? So. And who knows, maybe I'll buy more stuff with it. But aside from that, like I said, I'm almost done my Barnes & Noble shopping. Like, there's a few things I see, but, like, not really. So we shall see. Like, we shall see. If it continues something I already own, then maybe. But if not, then probably not. Okay? With that being said, though, I'm going to call it there. And if you guys saw any books that you would like me to read really fast, so I can give a review on it or something like that, then let me know, and I will definitely do that, because we found a lot, and I'm very happy for what I did find. Legend of Zelda, Oracle Ages, Oracle Seasons, definitely gonna read this when I get back to my Zelda kick. I do plan on playing Tears of the Kingdom again real soon. I just haven't, I need to make space for it. We're done with Tower Fantasy for a while, so Tears of the Kingdom might come back, we shall see. But when I get back into my Zelda stuff, like, I'm way into Zelda. Like, like, I deep dive into Zelda whenever I do get into it. So we'll see what happens when I get to it. Like I said, it's definitely on the list. It's just, I got a whole lot of games on my backlog I gotta play. And then, of course, once again, we got shout out to Seni-chan. We got the Saigami. Can't wait to read this. If you guys want me to read it, I'll read it, give it a quick review of the first volume. If I can get more volumes, that'd be great, but it was the only one there, so maybe they replenish it, I'll buy more of it. I still gotta read Apple Black, so maybe I'll do Apple Black and Saigami at the same time, and we can see what happens at that. I like I said, I don't think she's still with Saturday AM. I don't know if she's still writing it, but I'm pretty sure she did a decent amount of the content for this, so maybe I can find them and maybe I'll read them, okay? And let's see. Once again, Madoka Magica. Like I said, like, very happy to have these. I love Madoka Magica. We're literally one of my favorite fucking, like, stories of all time. It's just a good fucking heart-wrenching story. And I got the first 3 volumes of the Wraith arc. I need more Madoka Magica content, so, I'm definitely gonna be doing that. And, of course, obviously, we got sentenced to be a hero, which I am very excited to read. Like, this book, I cannot wait to read it. Like I said, they're not manga, they're light novels. There's text inside, and there's not a whole lot of pictures, but still can't wait to read this. I know I'm gonna treasure this story very much, and I cannot wait to read it. So, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna put these on my shelves and stuff, so I can decorate my room nice with them, and we'll figure that out when I get there. All right. That being said, though, I hope you guys take it easy. I hope you guys have yourselves a great rest of your night / day. It's the weekend as of recording this video, so I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I hope I see you guys in another Barnes and Noble's manga haul. It won't be for a while, but hopefully, you know, we do another one soon, and I see you guys for it. Okay, I'll see you guys later. I love you. Drink plenty of water. Tell someone you love them. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, bye.